Hey guys, Chad with BAKO'S Custom Lawn, and I wanted to do a little short video here. I'm kind of new to snow plowing. This will be my first year, so I've got one of these new Snowdogg. Gotta look and see what it's called. It's a VX F2. It's a V plow, and so I had it everything installed on my truck, but there's a few things that they didn't know and they didn't tell me, or I'm not really sure. But one thing is apparently to unhook it from your truck, you're supposed to put it in, mount dismount mode. Well, the dealer told me, well, all you gotta do is put it in float mode. Well, that's not the case. So anyway, so if you guys are new to plowing, just make sure when you're mounting and dismounting your plow, you put it in dismount mount mode, which basically it goes into the blue float mode first, I believe, and then you hold it down for another 2.5 or 3 steps, whatever it ends up being, it'll flash red. And I think all that means is that it allows you to use the switch over there to raise and lower and get it adjusted so you can get it on or off your truck. So anyway, the other thing they didn't do or bother to do was put this relief plug in, and hopefully it didn't cause any damage because I'm kind of irritated about this. But there's a little relief plug here, and I don't know how they wasn't able to figure it all out, but it says right on there, relief plug must be installed before the first use. Well, of course, driving it home I wasn't using it, but I had to adjust it, going in and out of parking lots, and taking it off the truck, of course, and trying it out, make sure it worked and everything like that. And I didn't realize this had to be installed until later. It was just in my bag of stuff. And not only that, they didn't even give me my owner's manual, which they said was missing. But when you start compiling all this other stuff, you start to wonder. So anyway, if it was one or two things, I'd be like, yeah, okay, maybe. But if it's all this, you're like, I don't know. So anyway, without further ado, this is fairly simple deal, but I thought I would share it anyway. Right down here, underneath that cover, that little plastic cover with the dog on it, there is the plug. I guess you fill your hydraulic oil in there and whatnot. And so I'm going to do this little video for you guys, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. I can take the camera off the tripod and whatnot, but basically you take that, it's basically a shipping plug to keep it from leaking oil. And basically what this says is relief plug installation. Included relief plug should be installed on all Snowdogg XP and V plow reservoirs in place of the fill plug before the plow's first use. All plows are shipped with a fill plug installed to avoid any oil leak in transit. The fill plug is behind the plastic cover with the dog logo. Failure to install the relief plug before operating the plow may result in reservoir overpressurization and damage if reservoir is overfilled. So, I mean, it's kind of frustrating because, these plows are very expensive now. I think they've always been kind of expensive, and, for that kind of idiotic mistake, it's just silly. So anyways, and if you guys notice, not knowing how to put it in the mount dismount mode and telling me that that's not what's needed, it resulted in the plow kind of falling off the truck, and didn't cause any damage or nothing like that. And I immediately adjusted it and was able to get the plow back on, but it took me a good 30 minutes to do that by myself. So anyway, it's just that kind of thing's frustrating. So when I put the plow back on, I'll be able to put it in mount and dismount mode and not have any issues. So anyway, just for your guys' reference, if you're new, you guys that's been doing it for years or has one of these, feel free to leave any helpful comments in the comments section, because like I said, I'm new to it this year, and pretty excited, but a little discouraging right off the bat when you have your supposed to be representative or whoever installs this and takes care of your warranty work screwing up like that. And then also on top of all of that, you have the technicians saying that yeah, everything worked fine, so anyway, that's frustrating, right? So if you screw up, just admit to it, but of course they probably don't want to get in trouble by their boss. And also the foot the kickstand or foot deal there, that also is having problems. I don't know if you guys have any issues with that. I'm going to try maybe sandpapering it a little bit, the pin in there. I have to reach behind and kind of jiggle it a little bit for that little pin to come out to either lower it or raise it and get it locked in. So I don't know if that's something you guys had issues with or not, but that's something I had an issue with right off the bat. So maybe paint, a little paint on there, but to me it doesn't seem like it lines up right. So anyway, that would be a warranty deal, and they already said that they would take care of that if it continues to be a problem. So anyway, I'm going to maybe sandpaper that a little bit and see if that helps the situation. So anyway, I'm going to flip this around and get you pointed here at that little cover. And I'm going to go ahead and take it off. It's a little tricky to get it off, you just have to. I got my pocket knife, and you unscrew this little cover screw like this. Set it over here, and like I said, your pocket knife can help you kind of get a hold of it or get it out of there. It's kind of fits in there just so. Oh, and it fits on the bottom too, so you gotta kind of pry it out of here. It's kind of a pain. I think I got it off easier the last time, to tell you the truth. There we go. So I just pried it a little bit with my pocket knife. It came out just fine. It's just got a little bit of a rivet there that kind of holds it all just so. So anyway, this cover comes off just like so. I'm going to set it down here out of the way. Now, okay, I'm going to have to go get some kind of an Allen wrench here to take that off there. I thought it would be the same as this. And it's metric too, so if you want to put this one on, you got to use a 19 metric, which beats the hell out of me. Like, it's supposed to be made in the USA, but we're using China and Japanese parts for that. It seemed like we'd use regular, not metric. So anyway, I'm gonna run and go grab my I'm guessing that's probably a 3/8. So anyway, I'm gonna pause the video, and then I'll be back here in a second here. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm back. So anyway, looked for a good little while trying to find the right size, and I'm sure it's in here. But you guys got to have a pretty large Allen wrench to get that plug out of there. And here's another frustration. It's like, okay, well, you got a 19 metric. Why don't you just stick with a 19 metric for both the plug and the relief plug? It's like, why do you got to make things so dang difficult? But you know what? It wouldn't make it as fun, I guess. Is I guess the point here. So anyway, hopefully one of these will work. Not that one. Kind of surprised. Okay, so it's in this big Allen wrench set. It was the second from the largest, which is a 5/16. So anyway, if you guys are looking for the right size one, it's a 5/16. So anyway, we're going to take this plug out of here real quick. Hopefully this thing was not overfilled, because that's the biggest thing they were saying. If it's overfilled, then that's when it will screw up on you. So anyway, I'm gonna have to pause the video for just a second, or maybe I can pop this out here. I just want to see I just want to. Okay, guys. So I just needed to pause the video for a second because it obviously the hydraulic fluid wasn't leaking out of there. So it's good that they didn't overfill it, and it's kind of, the plow's kind of slanted forward, so I'm sure it's fine. I stuck an Allen, the tip of my Allen wrench in there, and basically there's hydraulic fluid in there. So that's what the old cap looks like, right, with the 5/16 plug. So you'll have to get a 5/16. Now this is what the relief plug looks like. They already got some Teflon tape on there, which is kind of nice. We just don't want to block the relief plug with the Teflon tape because it was kind of covering the hole there. So anyway, we're going to start this on here, get it screwed in, and we'll get our number 19 metric, and we'll screw this, go ahead and screw this in here. And basically what this is going to do is ensure that if there's any over pressurization in the hydraulic system, that this will release the pressure and keep from screwing up your hydraulic pump and everything else. So we definitely wouldn't want to do that. So get that snugged up real good. Make sure you don't cross thread it, of course. So anyway, I think that is not going to leak. So I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like. Because doing this by yourself, you know, you don't have a cameraman, this is what you run into. So anyway, that's what it should look like. It's in there, it's got the Teflon tape. We took the old plug out. That's what that looks like. So pops right out of there. Allen wrench. And I said 5. It's that second one there, 5/16. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and flip this and put this back in here. We're going to go ahead and put the cover back on here. So that is down here. So you got a couple of little things sticking up here at the bottom you got to do. And then you got to work it into here. So there's a bunch of little grooves you got to get it in, all at the same time, of course. Let me stick it up here first, and then on that tip. Now I lost one of my little deals out of there. Well, yeah, this is always the fun thing about some of this stuff. It's cheaply made. Yeah, I have no idea. Where that flew off to. So it's just another deal where they make things cheaply. So anyway, that's just a deal that was stuck on there. I don't know how in the world that popped out of there. And I had this off once before. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a second so I can find that deal on there. Hold on just a sec. Alright guys, so these little pins on here, I just spent the last, I don't know how long, trying to get this pin back in here. It's probably going to pop out again. They are very, let's just say, not in very well. You know, so if you guys have problems with these, it's pretty Yeah, if you guys have problems with these, they should have put metal ones of these on there, but everything's so damn cheap anymore that you wouldn't even, I guess you wouldn't even really expect them to make quality stuff. So anyway, everything that's got to be steel is steel, and everything that's not is garbage. So anyway, that's what you get when you, I guess, when you got half Chinese products and half USA products. I don't know what exactly on here is made in USA, probably just the steel, who knows. But anyway, there's let me take this off of here for you guys. So I'm going to flip this. I want to show you these little plastic little tabs here. Well, yeah, you think they're in there, and that's what you got to lift that up onto and then screw that in, obviously, to get this cover back in. But it's kind of pressure fitted in here and pressure fitted down here. So yeah, up here too. So anyway, getting all that just to line up just perfectly, this one fell out. Well, I'm not going to show you under there, but basically it's the worst possible place it could have been to get it back on there. So anyway, I had to make a little, get this out of the way here, I had to make a little tool here. I'm trying to see where I left. It's just a little wire. Basically, I'm not sure quite where I left that. I'm going to show you guys that. Let me get this back up in here in the tripod so I can get this back down so you guys can see what's going on. But anyway, I don't know what I did with that wire. I think I threw it anywhere, but maybe I did. It's probably laying right here in front of me somewhere. You know how wire is; it's kind of hard to find once you lay it down. Yeah, I was going to show you guys the little tool I made. Let's see here. It's still laying down here somewhere. Well, not sure where it went. But anyway, God, you would have think, I mean, it is a pressure, you know, one of those pressure fittings to where, you know, it's supposed to, once you put it in, it's supposed to kind of V out, and then you're not supposed to be able to, pop it off. But obviously that wasn't the case. So anyway, yeah, when I was putting that cover back on, that thing just popped off, and I wanted to make sure I got it back on there. So what I did was I made a little wire deal where I could just kind of hold on to it, made it with my pliers and whatnot, and made it to where I could just lift it up in there and then pull it off. But anyway, that's that's what's going on with that. So that should have been like a 2-minute job, but it ended up being a lot longer than that, just because of, you know, cheap parts and cheap stuff they make nowadays. Now that's gonna drive me crazy not being able to find that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, guys. So anyway, you like these kind of videos, make sure you like and subscribe. Basically, be real careful when you take that cover off, because if that little plastic deal falls out of there, you're gonna, especially if it's that one that's on the inside, because there's a bunch of stuff under there where you can't get your fingers in there. So you got to make a special little wire deal, or have one of those flexible needle nose pliers or something to get it on there. So anyway, guys, well, like I said, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, so in summary, you know, the Snowdogg, haven't actually used it yet, but the fill plug thing, you know, that's just kind of silly. I mean, I guess the person I had install it on the truck. Probably should have put that in there, read the directions, except they said it didn't come with directions, but I'm sure they just probably lost them. So I don't have directions. So we had to print them off, print the directions off online, and then you'd still think that they might have read those before they did the installation, but no, they didn't they didn't read the directions either. So anyways, so no fill plug. I did operate the plow for, to bring it home and take it off. So hopefully I didn't damage nothing. Hopefully the factory didn't overfill the reservoir. So I'm guessing they didn't, because it still works fine. So anyway, you guys got to see how you put the relief plug in. You got to see what size of Allen wrench you got to use, instead of having the same size 19 metric wrench. We got to have an Allen wrench too, just to make things more difficult. And then you'll notice that the little plastic thing that sticks up to hold the bottom of the cover on there, that popped through. So I had to spend 20 minutes making a little tool. I made a little tool out of a piece of wire, because basically where that one pops up through there's a bunch of stuff right in the way. So there's no way to get your fingers up in there. So I made this little, little half circle deal, so I could lift it up in there and pull it through. Anyway, just kind of a waste of time. I don't know why the hell they'd put plastic. Everything's plastic, I guess, but I don't know why they would do that. Why not just, have some metal ones on there? It's going to last for a while. I don't imagine those are going to last any amount of time at all. They're probably going to fall off anyway. So, I mean, they're just basically those ones you shove up through the hole, and then they kind of V out in the middle, so it's supposed to hold them in there, but they never do. Kind of like what they use in cars and trucks and stuff like that on the interiors and stuff. So anyway, so I guess in closing, yeah, just a pain in the ass so far. So that's all I can say. Pain in the butt. So and it was the same with the float mode, and they said, oh, just put it in float mode and then you can unhook your plow. Well, you can't. You got to put it in dismount mode, which you'll notice on your remote inside your truck that it's flashing red. That's how you'll know. That's correct. So anyway, I guess if you guys like these kind of videos, make sure you like and subscribe. I got some new apparel going now. I've got different apparel on my YouTube store, or whatever you want to call it. But this is stuff I use for my company. So I got flag, and then making lawns great again, if you guys are wondering what that is. It says it on the back too. So anyway, pretty cool. I mean, thought it would be something catchy. Let me know what you guys think of that. I got it on my hat too, on the back. I got it abbreviated, so it's kind of cool all the way around, and if you guys want some merch like the ones that we use, I could probably ship you guys out some, but most of my merch is just on the YouTube thing. You'll see links in the videos and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys want some custom merch, just let me know, and we might be able to do something and ship it out. But I designed all my own logos and everything, and came up with this. It's kind of a catchy phrase, to try and stay in people's minds. They'll look at that and they probably won't forget it. I got it on my shirts too. Lower my shirt down. I got it on my shirt too. It's on the back of my shirt as well. So anyway, if you guys like these kind of videos, just make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening.